Hi, this is Betty Bowman, and this is a documentary story 2, Chapter 2 of Through the Mist. There is a lot of controversy about the South. This will let you know that not all Southern people are bad people. Archibald loved the people he had working for him. Let's say one of his friends' name was Charlie. Charlie was one of Archibald's slaves and one of his best friends. He was always with Archibald when they went to town. One day Archibald sent Charlie to town to get some supplies, but he didn't return that night. The local sheriff saw Charlie in Archibald's wagon without Archibald and assumed that Charlie had stolen it. They put Charlie in jail, and that's why he didn't return home that night. The next day Archibald went looking for him. He first looked at the jail thinking he might have been arrested, and he was. He told the sheriff that it was okay for Charlie to be on his wagon taking care of his business at any time. This was not common for anyone to do. Archibald was no ordinary man, and he did what he wanted to. This time not only marks the pinnacle in Archibald's life, but it was the peak of the development of cotton in the South. Fortunes were made, dynasties were founded, landowners of the South began to incur the wrath and the hatred of the North. It was not slavery that caused the war. It was that of two entirely different economic views. The wealth of the South and its standards of living, its control of the trade of the Midwest through the control of the Mississippi River and its trades with Europe, when the capitalists of the North felt they should have the trade. This made it easy for the North to wave the banner of slavery. Actually, there was no thought of completely freeing the slaves until the Civil War had begun. If compromises by politicians and others had been able to put off the trade questions, which actually created the war, it would likely have never happened. Since the East-West railroads broke the value of the river as transportation by 1870, the gold of the West made the North much richer. Then, at the same time, an opening of the great Midwest, an area of a triangle, which its point at St. Louis and its base points at Toledo and Chicago, created a market for the North greater than the South had ever offered. If the nation could have achieved another Missouri Compromise, with another 10 years of time, the entire history of the New World might have been changed, and incidentally, that of the Bowie family.